When you are hurting, it's hard to enjoy life. We struggle at finding our element, at finding our place in life. But however long it takes, don't give up. Don't deny yourself the blessings that are waiting for you. Welcome. Last week, in the last video, I talked about how each of us has unique and wonderful gifts, and how some of us has lost touch with them. So this week and the weeks ahead, I want to talk about how we can go about finding those gifts. Because when you do, you will start living a much more productive, fulfilling life. I want to start with desire. You must have the desire to change. Desire can be motivated by you or unforeseen circumstances. But my hope is that it is motivated by you from believing that there is a better way. Here's a little tidbit to help motivate your desire. And is this: you are lucky because you have the opportunity to change. Right now, you are here. Many didn't make it. So grab this opportunity to start living your life the way you were meant to live. Once you have the desire, then you are ready to start and begin your first step towards change, towards finding your gifts. Now, the things that I'm going to talk about are suggestions. By no means am I saying that if you don't do these things, then you won't find your gifts. I am not an expert. I'm a human being that has traveled this road and hopes that sharing my journey will help someone else. Your road, your journey will be unique to you. It will not be the same as mine. Your situation is unique to you, therefore your methods will be unique to you. But I can say this, that if you are willing to do the work, then the rewards are incomparable. The first step is getting clean. Clean your mind, your body, and your soul. Cleaning your mind will enhance your physical being. And a clean mind and body, your spirit will reflect this transition, and it will begin to glow with satisfaction. There are substances and things that are poisonous to us as human beings. Some of them: drugs, alcohol, caffeine, nicotine, sugar, processed foods, gambling. Have you ever wondered why they are so convenient, easy to get, knowing how dangerous they are? And we are attracted to them because they alter our state of consciousness. They relax us. Our subconscious is constantly being bombarded with messages that tell us that these things are okay, that you don't have to go it alone. And these poisons will get you through anything. What they really will get you is death, disease, and hopelessness. Now, all of these things can be consumed and enjoyed if handled responsibly. And that means limiting the amount that you consume or the time that you indulge in them. But don't ever forget, they are toxic and dangerous. And if you are troubled or unhappy, then this false good feeling that these poisons give us will lead to depending on them. and then that will lead to addiction. I believe this is an excellent step for a lot of us who may have spent most of our lives in environments where these poisons were prevalent. With a clear mind, body, and soul, you will travel a road unobstructed by fog to find your gifts. And as you progress, there will be times of doubt, times when things get a little challenging and you want to give up. These are negative thoughts, and if not put in check, they can hold you back from your rewards, so don't let them. Negative thoughts are very destructive. They are a learned behavior that can be broken. Most of us have spent years telling ourselves that we're not good enough. We don't measure up. A pattern that we repeat over and over again has become a part of us. This pattern can be changed. Negative thoughts are when you focus on the worst that can happen. As an example, you get a job. You apply for a job and you get an interview. But you don't go to the interview because you've told yourself they're not going to hire me because of my age, my skin color, past mistakes. I don't have a car. This is a behavior that has been growing in a lot of us for a long time, and it's time to change it. You change this pattern by replacing those negative thoughts with positive ones. When faced with a challenge, focus on what good can come out of this instead of the worst. Now, using the job interview, when you go on the interview, you may find that the job pays a lot more than you expected. Or you find that the person giving the interview, who's someone who knows you and knows your capabilities and is looking forward to working with you. Positive thoughts. Yes, it's going to take time, but it will be well worth it. You know, there are many ways to describe success, but I like this one. It's never giving up. If you never quit, the only option is success. So, replacing those negative thoughts with positive ones will lead you to and keep you on track towards your success. When I was 8 years old, I wanted a movie camera badly. I knew my parents couldn't afford one, but I wanted one anyway. One day, we got a guest teacher come into the class. She came to tell a story. She brought with her a projector. This projector would project images of whatever she put under it and project them on the wall. Now, it had a light, it had a magnifying lens, and it had this compartment in which she put toys, flashcards, whatever, and it projected them on the wall. Well, I was fascinated because it gave me insight on how a movie projector worked. So after school, I ran home and started gathering materials to build myself a projector. I found an old shoebox. I took the lamp out of my parents' room, and I had a magnifying glass that I got out of a Cracker Jack box. I was inspired, and that was my beginning into videography. Today, I am still fascinated by the technology, and the feedback I get keeps me inspired. It has been a long and challenging journey for me, but I found my gifts, And now my hope is to help you find yours. Not too long ago, I got into a deep slump because I realized how much more there was to learn in this business. I convinced myself I wasn't good enough and I didn't want to keep going. A good friend of mine listened and then explained that I was comparing myself with other people and other companies who were doing different things on different levels than I was. They were in different element than I. She said, if you judge a fish by the way it climbs a tree, then it's always going to look awkward and out of place. I thought about that. It took a while, but it finally hit me, and my eyes were wide open. So, I want you to do what I did. Take that fish, put it in its natural element, and watch the magic. Watch it do what it was born to do. And no, my homemade projector didn't work. The magnifying glass was too small. I blamed Cracker Jack. Until next week, or our next video, peace.